Drop and turn off his phone. He came to my church, said he was when I hear with a parent to like that. He was crying, I dash her money.
Oh, you're the agent?
Yes, now. I dashed this person money.
So I
didn't say anything, they don't get insurance. Okay,
Guide was murdered. Today on the Breakfast Show, we'll be taking the news that happened at Aja, where a maid who was suspected to be a lady has now been exposed to be a guy and identified as Destiny. This happened in Aja, Lagos State. And I'm your host, Marvelous Achafu Kelechi. I'm always joined by Chimerezi Henry Awunaya in our Toronto studios in Canada. Breakfast Show starts now.
What happened to you? Eh? Talk now. When you come to me, what do you tell me? Say be your name. Destiny. Eh? Destiny. You get that when you come to me, or you don't get. Eh? Where bring it for me. I better open Good morning, ma. This. Eh? Most of this. Bring it up then. Jesus. Bring them out now.
This is a professional.
Jesus. Go to that side. Go to that side. Go to that side. Open up. Go that side. Go that side. Go that side. Open. What is this side? Come, drop and turn off his phone. He came to my church. Said he was when I hear with a parent to like that. He was crying. I dash her money.
Oh, you're the agent?
Yes, now. I dashed this person money.
So I didn't say anything, they don't get insurance. Okay,
so this news happened in Aja. Let me give a breakdown for our viewers. It happened in Aja. They employed a maid, thought that the maid was, the female. The maid came, even having a gigantic breast, as they call it. That even the breast was very gigantic, and she had figure eight and had shape. Only for them to accept the person. The person was even in Nani, and they found out that this person is not who they seem to be. So, Chimerezi, I saw a lot of comments, a lot of comments saying that, okay, oh, this guy, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Carry on. I can hear you.
Yeah. I saw a lot of comments. Sorry. Stop making that. Jesus. Mm-hmm. So, Chimerezi, I saw a lot of comments saying that this guy only needed a job. We should, forgive him, this and that, and the other. The Nigerian economy is hard. He only wants to get employed. That waiting man, do man, not to. But to me, I feel like those are absolute bunkum. I do not agree with that. I feel like this guy, for me, what he did was wrong, because we continue to excuse fraudulent behaviors, sometimes even criminal behaviors, in the guise of us being nice. And do not find that, because whether we like it or not, his intent, it could be two-way, it could be a double-edged sword, where his intent could have been like, okay, he came to the house to get a job, to make ends meet and live a decent living, but it could also have been planted there. It could be a rapist, it could even be a murderer. So imagine he had murdered the entire family, both the children, the husband, the wife, and just has taken off a female costume or a female attire. What people would actually be looking for is a woman, not knowing that who committed the murder was a man. So I feel like situations like this, what people need to wait when we are presenting this, things, efforts, and not just talking with our emotions, being like, oh my God, he needed a job, he needed to make ends meet, he needed to make that meet, he needed to. Chimerezi, what do you feel? Do you share a different opinion? Are you on the side? Because it seems like there are two sides to the story. Are you on the side saying that because whether we like it or not, people are complaining that 70% of jobs now are being taken by women in Nigeria, which is leaving the male, which is like the most population, most of them jobless, rendering them to be Yahoo boys? Or are you with the option that this person should go to jail? What's your opinion?
Before I get in, I just want to see the Nigerian population for men and women. Google says the population as of 2020, the population of employed male is 3,000 400. It's amazing. And the population for women is 25,000 in the work field. That is of 2020. So honestly, from Google's, let me just be sure on this statistics. So this statistics is coming from statistics.com, and it's saying even as of 2022, the population of employed male in Nigeria is 33,362 male employed, and for females is 27 male. I don't know how accurate that employment statistic is, but from Google and from statistics.com, it shows that males have a higher percentage of income. Now the issue is here: did he steal from the household? He was going about his job. Yes, he might have gotten this job in an act of deception or in a deceptive manner, but he's there for the job. Is he qualified for the job? Did he rob the household? He has not committed any crime. I think we should start judging people based on their actions, not based on our assumptions of what we think or who they think they might be. You know, in Nigeria, you may see somebody who is hard, who has tattoo, and automatically we label this person a criminal. So we are too fast in labeling people. We are too fast in condemning people. If this same guy had come to this agent to ask for a job, will he also have been assisted by this agent? Has he come to this agent before and said, "Oga, I need a job," and this agent had denied him? These are the background things that needs to be checked. We cannot just come to an overall conclusion based on assumption. We automatically make a verdict. Even in the court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty. So for me, I feel we need to become a society that is more accepting of qualification, accepting of accountability, accepting of effectiveness. Nigeria has become an economy. They grade you based on looks, based on connection, and also based on class. This is the society Nigeria is. So for us to deviate from such society that is looking at people or judging people or accepting people based on this criteria, we need to become a more civilized, society. Has this guy committed a crime according to the law in Nigeria? No, he has not committed a crime. He wasn't caught in a same scandal. He wasn't caught having sex according to Nigerian law. So under the Nigerian law, this guy is innocent. He should not be stigmatized. He should not be intimidated like that. He was literally brought out. He was literally humiliated by a group of people. He was bullied. He was filmed without his consent. He was bullied. He was ridiculed. Even in that video, you can see where a woman say even the breasts, they smell. Another one was like, "Oh, he even come to my church crying and I dashed him money." We have this sense of entitlement that if we are helping somebody, we must help the person, and then we dehumanize the person to the least greatest form of animal self. Even a dog is not treated the way this guy was treated. A dog in Nigeria cannot go through this humiliation. So this is where we begin to question what comes first. Is it our humanity? Is it our love for individual? Half of the people that did this video, half of the people that were there, we are so-called people who go to church, who read Bibles, who claim to be religious people, following the cause of Jesus Christ as Christians. This is not what it means to be a loving or a religious person. So we need to hold people accountable. The people who filmed this guy needs to be arrested. They need to be arrested for bullying. They need to be arrested for illegal citizen arrest, and also assault charges should be dropped on these people because they have no right to do such to bully a fellow Nigerian like that. Every Nigerian is a Nigerian, and every Nigerian has a right. No matter if you be madam or you be oga or your upper class, lower class, or middle class, we need to start showing that the law and nobody is above the law. Even the people that are filming this video are guilty of the same. Over to you, Mr. Achafo.
Yes, I feel like for me, just wrapping it up is the fact that I agree. I take some of your points and I agree with them, but I feel like the bottom line still remains that if we continue to excuse bad behavior, like what they always say, that a country that forgives murder would have more murderers. So a country that forgives fraud will have more fraudsters. That's something I believe. I feel like it's just in.
I think we should not go on based on what we believe. We should go on what is constitutionally right by the law.
I feel like identity, what's the word? Fake identity is not constitutionally right. In many countries, you'll be getting as high as 10 years imprisonment for that. That's
so if in this situation, if this was in a Western situation, how would they handle this matter?
I feel like it would get, what's the word? It would even go to court and get some, what's the word? Get some.
Would they have bullied him the same way they bullied him in Nigeria? Would they have taken out their phone to film you because you committed a crime? Would they have humiliated you and also put you under citizen arrest?
Like I said, it's a very dicey situation. But for me, I will still agree with the fact that sometimes we look at the pros and we don't look at the cons. Or sometimes we look at the cons, we don't look at the pros. I'm beginning to weigh the pros and the cons in many of these situations. And I just feel like sometimes you might not see it, but the end goal might was you are being human, and I agree with your point. I agree with the fact that there was a dehumanizing way of, what's the word, exposing him and the rest of that. But I still feel like people should stop this identity for than the rest of them. It's becoming quite worrisome at the state is going. We've reported like 4 of this news the same way, and it keeps on happening. The pattern is not making sense, and I hope that it just comes to an end, because identity fraud is becoming an issue. That's what I feel. That's just it for me. So that's it for this episode of Kiwi Talk. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till next episode. See you guys later. Peace out.